first out the gate.
All right, guys. What's up? We're here for episode 7. I'm here with my boy Adam Ramos. Adam, what's good, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure for sure, man. Definitely great to, rekindle this relationship with you, man. It's been such a long time, man. What's up,
man? Glad to see you here, brother. For all of you that know me and my fitness journey, I invite Adam onto the show. Adam's a former baseball player who used to play with me in Sandlot Ball. We have a lot of history together. He played all city running back. He was the truth with that football. He was always super fast. We're just gonna talk about a little bit of fitness and our journey from then till now, and just reconnect with guys and just try to enhance the journey. So I had a few moments to kick it with Adam before we went live, and tell me, Adam, what's up these days? Tell me what you're doing, what you're involved in.
Well, okay. So I am a high school phys ed and health teacher. So I am at I'm in Queens, Far Rockaway, Queens. It's a little mission to get there, but we're trying to change the culture out there. We're trying to make sure that those kids have every opportunity that they can have to be successful and to actually live a healthier lifestyle. That's the main goal. That's the main goal for sure.
Got you. So you're a phys ed teacher right now. Are you able to implement some of the things that you learned growing up being athletic? Are you able to put that into your program as a phys ed teacher?
I mean, right now we're just kind of transitioning back from remote learning, which was just pretty much, to be honest, a nightmare. However, again, the show must go on. So yes, I had to instruct. I was focused on trying to get these students to understand that physical education is like I said before, a lifestyle. And if you start that lifestyle now, it'll be an easy transition into adulthood. So you take those habits, right along with you, and it won't be that difficult. It's going to be harder for an adult to, try to get in shape when, they're so accustomed to all the bad habits that they, had throughout their lives.
Exactly. That's one of the things I've been trying to stress to people in my own fitness journey. Working out at the age we are, we're both in our 40s, and taking the things we learned when we were young about being fit and using them now. We grew up very healthy, we were active, we were fast, we were playing multiple sports. It's hard when you get older to regain that fire to work out. And I tell that to people, it all starts with dedication, getting the mental awareness to try to go after your goal. Whether it's becoming active. I know you have a slogan, you say stay active, which I say also, keeping good mental health, because part of being active is maintaining your brain. One of the things that I've learned is that by running, I'm sharp. I stay sharp. You and I were just talking. You were telling me that you had some clinics that you were behind the scenes last year before COVID hit. How did that help you?
I'm sorry, can you?
I said, how did you told me that you were doing some things in the past, you were working out with certain people. How did that help you regain your fitness journey?
Yeah. So in 2018, I believe, started a 5-borough fitness tour, totally for free. It was all 5 days of the week, straight workout, different workouts for sure. Working on our cardiovascular endurance most of the time. There was some muscular strength, activities that we did as well. But again, it was just focusing on trying to get people to see that the importance in fitness, overall wellness. One thing often leads to another. If you look good, you know what I'm saying, you'll feel good. You'll be able to improve your social life. You'll be able to do a lot more things if all of those things are in order. And it's important to understand that. A lot of people don't have the mental capacity to do it on their own. So sometimes they may need that little nudge from somebody. So someone like you who's been, inspiring so many, you know, and that is just something that was the initial cause for it all. You know, let's see who we can inspire. Let's see if there's somebody out there that we can touch and change that person's life.
I think you said who you can touch. You know, social media is a powerful tool. The fact that you and I are talking, we have a history together. We don't know who we're gonna connect with right now. I'm sure some of our baseball brothers might be watching us, say, "Yo, that's Pete," might be talking shit about us. But you know, we're here talking. We're talking that fitness journey, and you know, it's important that we have a goal in mind, not to just start it, but to complete it, keep going. Because life as you get older is not going to be easier. You know, your body's going to deteriorate. You know, what we did at 25 and 30, we're not going to be able to do at 50. So it's all about keeping the mental and physical health stable enough to keep going.
No, totally. That's usually the toughest part, you know, getting up to go do it. Like, you know, because once you're in it, you know, you normally start to get loose, and then now it's like, okay. But you know, the hardest part is just to initiate the movement, you know. Just go.
Got you. Now let me ask you something. You do a lot of different training. Do you have a specific workflow for, let's say, working out versus your diet? Is there something? Do you do both, or you just do one?
Yeah, let me tell you about diets. Right? Well, again, I think that diets are fads for sure. So it's important to develop that lifestyle. So it isn't a fad, right? So it's just something that you just wake up and accustomed to doing. It's not just something that you're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try this and see how this works. Well, you know, that in a sense is cool, but if you are waking up every day and you know this is how you eat clean automatically, is nothing, you know, you prep your meals, is something that you are, in fact, you know, are on point with, you know, because that is something that's extremely important. People don't eat as well as they should. They don't get the proper nutrients. And therefore, you know, you overeat and then you gain weight. And then you're like, well, I didn't really eat all day, but that's not good either, because you need to eat to have the energy to be able to produce while you're working out. That's very important. A lot of people be like, but you know, I don't want to overeat and stuff like that. But, you know, that is just, again, back to what we were talking about. Make sure your psyche's on point. You know, overall wellness is extremely important. And one thing I wanted to say this was my main point. I had researched Dr. Sebi's alkaline diet, and I tried it. I tried it, and when I initially started the process, I lost an incredible amount of weight extremely fast. And I had friends coming up to me like, "Yo, you all right, man? What's going on with you? Doing drugs?" I'm like, "No, I don't do any drugs." It was just I didn't know how to prepare the foods just yet. You know, now I've been able to, you know, go through certain recipes and build up my menu, and now I know how to eat. Even if I'm on the streets, I know how to order and how to get the proper nutrients so I can keep, you know, my energy level up.
So that's a lifestyle that you're taking on presently, right?
Right. Yes. Correct.
Good.
I don't push it on anyone because it takes a lot of discipline. Like extra, I can't sit here and tell you that I am solely like a vegan, because that is not entirely true. But I have not eaten something that was alive in, I want to say, almost 3 years now.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Okay.
Yeah. My cheat is dairy, though. You know, my cheat is definitely dairy.
But let me ask something. Do you really feel the improvement in your life, in your health?
Listen, as much as I love the penne sandwich, you know what I'm saying? I could wake up at 5 every morning without an alarm clock and feel refreshed and ready to get my workout on. Like, nice. That is how, you know, I've taken it with my fitness.
So that's good. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I've done a little research on it. I know Dr. Sabi, that's a whole different podcast. We can talk about that. But that, you know, that man has medical cures, stuff for cancer, HIV, diabetes, and just eating. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not research and look into what you're talking about, but I'm glad you mentioned that. That's good for people to actually to listen to and take on. So yeah, maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll join you in that journey.
A lot of people, intermittent diets, intermittent fasting rather is another, program that people go on when they're training, especially when they're training. They want to have a specific time when they can load up, and then be able to produce during that time, and then not worry about eating and stuff like that after the fact.
Got you. Now let me ask you something, because I remember back in the day, I remember your body type when you were like 20.
Yeah,
you were jacked.
Yeah.
You were,
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you know, I think we changed as we get it. Did you enjoy those days? I mean, there was football, doing a lot of weights, I'm sure, back then. Do you miss that aspect of being that strong, or do you feel better now?
I feel I know how to train better now. Obviously, because I know my body more. Then it was a lot more like power and training for that speed. Now I don't have to do that anymore. I'm not involved in any type of pro sports, stuff like that. Just weekend warrior stuff, and I'm in decent enough shape to be able to hold my own.
Got you. Okay, yeah, it's funny because in my own personal running journey, I do tons of cardio. There's times I'm burning 2,000 calories a day, and I turn into this, and I got to remind myself to eat. So this whole month of April, I've been doing a lot of short runs, 5Ks, running for speed, but I'm eating a lot more. And I can honestly say that putting the weight back on a little bit made me feel a lot better. When you're burning so many calories and you're cutting carbs here and there to meet performance gains, you start feeling a little deteriorated. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm learning a little bit better according to my workout. So, it's a good pattern to know your body and where you want to be.
Right. I mean, a lot of people don't respect the recovery period that has to be taken when you are, say, strength training, or if you are, trying to improve your cardiovascular endurance. You have to be, focused in that aspect. It's incredibly serious, because if you don't get the proper nutrients and give yourself the right amount of energy you need to reach your goals, you're definitely going to fall a little short. And it's not really what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to be able to maximize every time we go out there and do something.
Exactly. No, that's definitely a big deal. Now let me ask them: Are you into vitamin supplements, anything like that? You put anything else?
I've always been afraid of that, believe it or not. Even through with research and everything, I've never ever taken the first performance enhancing supplement that I was.
That's the next topic. That's the next topic, by the way.
Oh, okay.
No, bring it out. Wait, no, let's jump right into it. Talk to me.
Okay, segue into that. All right, cool. So it was actually creatine. Creatine, when it first came out, we were in high school, and it was just like, okay, if you take this is gonna give you X, Y, and Z. It's gonna make you feel this. You're gonna be able to do that. And I was like, well, I could kind of already do all of that stuff. If I take it, is it gonna take me to that next level? I was just always afraid of what it would do to me internally, and just because it was such a new product on the market. There wasn't much, I guess, background information to make me comfortable to take it. There was definitely steroids around in the high school era. That was another thing. I'm afraid of needles, so I don't even have tattoos. So
Same here.
it's just like, that is not going to work. I've never really taken any supplements, no protein shakes, nothing really. Smoothies was probably my go-to. Like, that was my, natural sugar base.
Yeah, I went through a phase. I won when I was trying to get big in my mid-20s. I tried creatine, had a bad reaction, a lot of acne. I didn't really love it. The one thing I did try, remember the Mark McGuire pill. What was it called? Remember Andro?
Andrew,
I tried that. Like that was over the counter. They put the GNC, then they put a plug on it, and I got the jitters. That gave me the jitters. So I'm not a big fan of taking anything pre-workout, even post. It's natural, like you said. The reason I brought up the performance enhancements is because you see a lot of trainers, a lot of runners jacked up. I always talk about this, promoting your natural life when you know you're not living that all natural life. You've been around it in the gym. I'm sure you see people, and I see it too. And I'm always saying to myself, I'm always weary of people who show their bodies, but not their performance and how they get there. And that's a big important thing. I show my runs. I show some of my workouts. I'm really big into calisthenics now. That's my thing. Calisthenics. And to me, like, if you can stick on that pattern, you can get some really nice results. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
really
definitely. Now, listen, because of playing football, I've developed a great appetite, a large appetite, right? So I've actually ballooned up to, this is embarrassing, but like 235, almost 240.
Same here. Yeah.
And I was like, well, what the deciding factor was to get in shape was when I tried to bend down and tie my shoe, and I was like, yo, I'm short of breath, and this is a stupid problem to have, right? So I was like, all right, we gotta get rid of this. So that was when, I could honestly tell you there's been about 3 definite, possibly 4 times in my life where I've lost in excess of maybe 40 pounds.
Yeah, it's happened for me 3 times.
Yeah. And, it's just, people be like, but why you let yourself go? It's just like, it's not that I really let myself go. It's just life happens, and that's a shitty excuse. I'm sorry, but,
But it's true. It happens sometimes.
It's true. You just find yourself not putting in the work. And, like I said, most
getting
of the time,
comfortable.
You get in that comfort zone, whether it be relationships, whether it be a new job, whether it be, new adventures, whatever the case may be, you find that comfort zone, and it's just like, what? Yeah, maybe I don't want to go lift 300 pounds today. Maybe I don't want to run a 5K, sub 20 minutes or something like that today,
Tough, it's tough, yeah.
And then getting older, aging isn't helping either. So, you got to try to keep yourself in the best possible shape so that you keep pushing, man.
Got you. I know when I spoke the other day, overall fitness goal for 2021. You told me you might get the spark for the marathon. You might get the spark. If you get it, I got it. And I want to know. We can start whatever you want. Let's go.
Okay. No, yeah. I mean, again, that was just another procrastination move on my part. I've been ready several times to go run it. I just didn't do the legwork to figure out what it takes, what it entails to be able to do that. You got to sign up and join some running clubs and things like that to show, that you can time and then you just be able to take it from there. That is like just a gist of information that I've got.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna start training for it in June. I'm working on full speed and trying to be dynamic for the next 2 months. But the entire summer is gonna be dedicated to long distance running. I don't want to just complete a marathon. I actually want to make good time. Like, I want to be 3 hours, 30 minutes. I want to say that my first one was pretty good. Like I said, it'd be great to train with you. Even get a few 5Ks in. Are you still fast?
Listen, I
wanted to ask you, so fast.
I can still run a little bit. However, I did have a major injury. I actually tore my Achilles.
Wow.
And yeah, that was a tough one to bounce back from. But I made a full recovery, and I'm not sub 4.5 fast anymore. That's for sure. Um, but I could run if I had to, go from point A to point B. I'd be able to get there.
Do you remember your time, like back like at 40 or 60? You remember what you used to push?
The fastest 40 time I ever clocked was actually my junior year. I ran a 4.49 my junior year. Yeah. I was just pretty much 4.5 senior year because I gained like 20 pounds of muscle. So it kind of actually, I didn't train as much for speed, while I was trying to gain weight because I was focused on being college body ready.
Gotcha.
Being able to transition from high school hits to these, grown men hitting me now in college.
Nah,
Which never got a chance to do,
So yeah, we're just gonna take it back for some of the people who know us and some of them who don't. We played baseball together. We played for the Eastchester Cardinals, right? Cardinals.
Yeah.
We had that was, I want to say 1995, 96, around there. Some of the best years of my life in baseball. That year you got drafted, right? You got drafted. You got signed, right?
96, yes.
Who did you go to? Yankees. You guys, my man got drafted by the Yankees. I remember that. I went to play college ball at Concordia. You went to play in Texas, right?
Yes.
Cool. I remember.
Yes,
I remember. 1995. We played in Connecticut. Remember those tournaments in Connecticut?
That was a great baseball team. Like we had those kids.
We had a squad.
We had a squad, bro.
We had a team of
we even beat the Bayside Yankees that year, right? Richie Bennis, wherever you at.
I pitched that game. They don't like me no more. But yeah, I remember there was a game that was like back in the day. I Bayside Yankees, which was like indestructible. That team, nobody beat them from the Bronx. But I remember there was a game that you played against. You went to youth service, and I remember it wasn't me. I was like, "Is that Adam playing for youth service?" And I remember you came up and you put the ball like 400 feet into center field, and I saw you rounding the bases, and I'm like, "What's up, Adam?" And I was like, "Why did we let him go?" But yeah, that was the last time I saw you playing hitting against you. Hit a home run. I was like, and then I heard you went and did your thing. But man, we had a lot of fun.
The Maryland trip was awesome. Thank you. The Maryland trip.
We had a field day in Maryland.
I know this show is kid friendly, so not gonna go into full details, but we were. We
had team fights. We had team fights. We had. You remember that, right? I'm not. There was team fights. Yo, I have a story for you. I don't know if you remember this. This is a great one. You remember that time in Eastchester with that almost all-out brawl we had up there? You tried to throw us out that field. You remember I held you back. I know you remember that. You were about to kill somebody. I know you remember that. Oh shit!
I was a little high-headed.
Yeah, we had some fun baseball times, and I tell people if you have a chance to enjoy sports like that, enjoy it, because once it goes, it goes.
Who you telling?
You know what I'm saying? You build a brotherhood. You build a fraternity. You have stories. You have memories. I'm trying to get my son to hope. My son's going to high school. I hope he's able to make the himself. We have an oldest son as well. Did he play?
My son played a little bit. I got to take a lot of the blame in his not wanting to pursue his athletic career. I put a lot of pressure on him. I guess being able to do so many things that I was able to do, I kind of expected him to do those things, and I probably put a little bit too. Not probably. I know for a fact. Looking back, that I definitely put a little too much pressure on him, and I'm sure that wasn't enjoyable for him because I remember when my dad did that to me. Like my dad wanted me to box. And I didn't want to box. I didn't want to get punched in the face every day for practice. Like that wasn't something that was fun for me, But my dad would come and take me out of football practice to go train for boxing. Like I was going to be the next Mayweather. I was good for sure because once I was in that environment, I'm a competitor, so that just became natural. But I was like, Dad, if you want me to run all of these miles to box so that I can have some, good cardio. Make sure you get here before I run all the sprints for football and stuff like that, right? Before that happens.
Nah, I feel you. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. All right, cool, yo. We're gonna close it out with this topic. Fitness goals for 2021. How do you want to finish the year? Anything you really want to do in terms of your own athletic goals?
Well, like we touched on with the marathon, that would be something that would probably be really, really cool to try to accomplish. It's always been kind of a bucket list type thing, and definitely wouldn't mind starting to train for that. Like again, we're not getting younger, and I do. And being a competitor, I know I'm going to want to finish under a certain time. I don't just want to do it. I want to make sure that. I'm sorry, this guy's
they're having a party up in there.
Party over there the next week. But,
got you.
Yeah, that's what I wouldn't mind doing. Again, getting my body to probably. I don't want to say. I would say maybe like 8% body fat, something like that is out there. I've cut down to like almost 5'4" at one point, and I was just like, this is a little crazy. I couldn't even like pinch my skin.
Oh wow!
So I was like, nah, you need some body fat. You
need some mass. You need some mass. Yeah, man. One of mine, I want to try a triathlon before the end of the year. I'm gonna start swimming more intensely. I've done a lot of bike riding so far, the running, as you know. But yeah, this summer swimming, and hopefully by the end of the year, try at least a triathlon or two, and just travel, man. I want to keep taking my running on the road, running the mountains, just to start enjoying more life and nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for much. Running in nature, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
For you to be able to run all you want, man, that's for sure.
Yeah, brother. Like I said, I'm gonna invite you very soon. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna get you out to the field. We're gonna record. I might even challenge you to run one-on-one. I probably won't beat you because you're probably too fast. I'll leave you.
I see your times, bro. Don't
yeah, but I remember your time. That's the problem. But bro, man, I hope you enjoy your night out. I'm very happy to reconnect with you. And yo, I'm gonna bring you on here again. Maybe. Oh, by the way, I still talk to Steve Sanchez, Fritz.
I was gonna put him
on. I hope he's watching, man. I'll send him the link, man.
Cool.
Maybe I'll bring him on here and we can chop it up and we can all just talk some baseball and make fun of people.
Guys like Fritz, Rob DeFabia.
Yeah, I still see them. I still see Rob every now and then.
Alex Ruiz.
Yeah, Alex, I see every now and then.
I haven't heard from Cabeza, Eric, in a minute. Yeah, but again, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. This was awesome going down memory lane with you. I'm still, I can't stop smiling because all those memories, especially from that team and that era, we had a great time, man. And the unity, all of that was a beautiful thing, man.
It was definitely a beautiful thing. I told my father I was going to interview you. He was happy. He was happy to know you're alive and well. Show him the podcast. My father was my coach and Adam's coach for those 2 years where we played ball. But yeah, man, we'll definitely reconnect soon, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
For sure, definitely sending my regards to you and your family as well, man. Can't wait to do this again, man. Appreciate you for having me on, man.
Thank you, brother. Listen, enjoy your night, man. Be well. See you soon.
All right. Bless up, man.
Peace, guys.
Peace.